everyone. Welcome to Jets TV. Please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. I want to thank everyone that does watch and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. I want to thank everyone that gave me a lot of feedback and a lot of great comments on my last video. I want to thank you guys again for watching. It means the absolute world to me. I'm a fan just like you folks. Love the team, bleed green just like you guys, and I love connecting with people. Love talking football. Love talking Jets, especially with my fellow Jets fans, because we all know what it's like to deal with this team. I'm going to get into my frustrations with this team in a second, but I just love connecting with folks, and that's going to be a big thing for me this year, is just doing everything that I can, especially with my kind of up and down schedule, do as much as connect with you people. So I'm going to try to give you people more content as well. So with all that said, man, this is my reaction to the loss to the Bills by the Jets. This was an unbelievably embarrassing game to lose. I came on my radio program, Let's Talk Jets Radio. I host with Tyson Roush. And I said, my opening statements were, Josh Allen is a garbage-ass quarterback, and we better be ready to set the tone. That's exactly who he was. Josh Allen was a garbage-ass quarterback. He had 4 turnovers. 4. And we could only score 6 points off of 4 turnovers? I mean, my God, like they were doing everything that they could possibly do to give us the game. He was literally just giving us the game. Josh Allen is trash, and we allowed this Bills team to stick around long enough to take advantage and win the game. I mean, to me, a lot of this lands squarely on the shoulders of Adam Gase. Adam Gase was brought in to be this offensive genius, this guy who's this innovative playmaker. He's a different type of play caller, and he's going to boost this offense. I'm sorry. That offense that we saw yesterday, I'm telling you, it looked just like a Todd Bowles coach offense. It was wildly conservative, nothing really going on. That was it. I mean, it did not look innovative at all. There was no adjustments. That literally looked like Todd Bowles. Like, it looked like the same offense. Let me tell you something. I love Jamison Crowder. He had a solid game. Is there anyone else that we can throw to? Is there anyone else out there at all? Anyone? I mean, where was the underneath stuff for Quincy? Quincy, I think, ended up with negative yards. He ended the game with negative yards. Wow. I mean, the deep shots to Robbie, one of them I thought was a pass interference call that was missed. The other one, Sam, overthrew a bit, but there was only like 2 deep shots. Oh, where was the underneath stuff to Robbie as well? Where was that? Le'Veon Bell looked as advertised. I mean, thank goodness we paid that guy. Hell, I would have paid him $100 million. The way he looked yesterday, man, come on. I would have gave him whatever he asked for. All right, that man looked phenomenal. He looked completely phenomenal. He kept us in the game on a 4th and 1 call. I thought he was done. He gets second effort. Gets us a first down. The touchdown he caught, the 2-point conversion he caught, some of the critical runs that he was making throughout the game. Our entire offense was literally Crowder and Bell. That was it. And it was more Bell than anything. I mean, come on. Where the hell is Ty Montgomery, Adam Gase? You done ran this dude all preseason. We've seen Ty Montgomery used in various formations. This game comes out, I think he only played in like 5 snaps. 5 snaps. He's supposed to be the nightmare matchup. It was a dream in heaven for the Bills. They didn't even have to deal with him. It was a complete fantasy for them. They went to sleep very well. I mean, come on, man. What is going on? The offensive line looked horrid. It looked like a bunch of guys that had never played together. And that's exactly what they were. They just threw them out there. These guys had no communication. Guys were coming around unblocked. There were guys coming off the edge consistently that were not game planned for, that were coming off the edge unblocked, and there was no adjustment. Trent Murphy comes down. He's 6'6", with his arms up. He's like 7+ feet tall. Consistently batting down passes unblocked. No problem at all. Ridiculous. Sam, I'm not gonna give Sam a pass. Sam could have played better, but Sam's play was hindered greatly by the play of the offensive line, the pocket consistently collapsing around him. He had no time to throw, and the game plan was garbage. The offensive game plan was trash. That was terrible by Adam Gase. And it's one of the reasons why I consistently said I'm not yet sold on Adam Gase. He's got to do something here. I don't want to hear that offensive genius stuff. I saw him in Miami. That game, the way that it was called offensively, that reminds me of when he was in Miami. It looked a lot like Adam Gase's Miami stuff. Stuff that we used to go see him and we would be unimpressed. So, man, the defense, oh my goodness. The defense, the corners were extremely embarrassing. Tremaine Johnson, Daryl Roberts, trash. Especially Tremaine Johnson. We are paying Tremaine Johnson a boatload of money. We're paying Tremaine Johnson like he's a shutdown corner. This dude was getting cooked by John Brown. I'm going to say this again. We are paying Tremaine Johnson a ton of money, and he is getting cooked by John Brown. By John Brown. Not Odell Beckham, not Josh Gordon, not Julian Edelman, not Antonio Brown, not Taj Boyd, not Amari Cooper, not, Jarvis Landry. None of these guys. By the way, all those guys I just named, I could keep going, but all those guys I just named, those are guys we're going to see this year. If you can't cover John Brown or Cole Beasley, who was just doing whatever the hell he wanted to do out there as well, how are we going to cover those other guys? Anybody want to tell me? How are we going to cover? We can't cover a Bills wide receiving core. How the hell are we going to cover guys like Odell Beckham? There was time where John Brown was coming off the line and he was wide open. Tremaine wasn't within 5 to 10 yards of him. He lost Tremaine within the first 5, gone within the first 5 yards, all alone by himself. Tremaine can't cover these guys? Oh, man, he's got to step it up. Daryl Roberts looked awful. He had penalties that negated interception. He had a penalty that negated May's interception. Ridiculous. He also tried to commit a penalty when he gave up the game-winning touchdown to Brown. He tried to get a penalty and couldn't even bring him down and get the penalty there. Still gave up the touchdown. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable, man. Completely ridiculous. This team looks so bad, man. Even though Josh Allen was trying to give up the game, especially after Mosley went out. Mosley looked amazing. This was the guy that was making all the plays. I mean, defensively, he was doing everything. He got he got an interception. He returned it for a TD. I mean, it was once he was gone, it was like everybody was just like, oh well, game's over, we're done. And it was just like they just let up. It was just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Our special teams cost us. It was like we're all Miss Cleo or something. Like we just predicted the future. Everybody talked about this kicking situation all off season. Everybody talked about it all off season. When we let go of Myers, everybody said, "Hey, bring a kicker in that knows what he's doing." We've seen teams be costed by bad kickers. We've seen bad kickers lose teams' games. Okay, better teams than us. We saw it happen with the Steelers. We saw it happen, with the Vikings. We saw it happen with the Bears. We can go on and on and on. We saw it. And we said, hey, bring a guy in. Some people want to put this on Mac. Yeah, part of the blame is on him. He brought in Catanzaro. Catanzaro sucked. We all knew that. That was a terrible decision. But part of this is on Joe Douglas as well. Joe Douglas was here in enough time to figure out this kicking situation. Okay, because there were kickers out there that he could have went after. But instead of, after moving on from Catanzaro, who was trash, we never brought in competition for him, though. He was trash, and we knew it. We watched him in practice. He was all over the place, missing kicks, blah, blah, blah. We move on. We bring in Bertolet because Catanzaro retires. Bertolet is in camp. No competition. He's just him. We knew he was trash before we got him. We knew that. We knew that this guy was wildly inaccurate. We bring him in. He's exactly who we thought he was. Wildly inaccurate. Kicks were all over the place. So now we move on from Bertolet and we bring in Vedvik. Vedvik is just as wildly inaccurate as those other guys. Vedvik just got cut. He just got cut after being traded for. There's a team that gave up capital for him. They cut him after a couple weeks because he was so bad. So why would he be our first option? Why would we not bring in competition? Why would we just go, okay, hey, he's on the market, let's bring in Vedvik. Vedvik missed the extra point. We lost by a point. He missed the extra point. He also missed the field goal too. Oh my God, this team. I love this team to death. I'm not throwing in the towel for the season or nothing like that, but let me tell you something. With the way that we looked in this game against the Bills, that was horrid. That was terrible. That was terrible. You know, I love this team. I just think the fans deserve better, man. I really, really do. And as a fan myself, we deserve better. How long are we gonna suffer? My goodness, man. I mean, we've gotta pull it together, man. We gotta get some wins coming up soon, or we're gonna be down, and it's gonna hurt us quite a bit if we're trying to make any type of playoff push this year. We've got to get some wins under our belts here. We can't keep losing games like this, and this is a divisional game too. Unbelievable, just unbelievable. So I want to thank everyone for watching and liking my videos. Please subscribe if you can as well. Man, this sucks. Listen, enjoy yourselves. Have a good time with your families. I'm still dealing with this loss. It burns, man. It hurts. It hurts a lot. So you folks have a good day.